Hey guys, welcome to Season with Love. I'm Casey. This is my kitchen, y'all. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back and sticking around with me, okay? We're making Salisbury steak, y'all. Homemade Salisbury steak. Like old school Salisbury steak. We got some mushrooms here. I'm about to get into it, okay? Let's go over these ingredients. Now, we don't have much ingredients, y'all can see. Just a little few things. That's all it takes. Can't go wrong. We got some beef here. This is some 85-15 beef. Here we got here. We got some onions. I got a half an onion that I've diced. I got a small 4-ounce can of mushrooms. I got my chicken and chop seasoning. Like I said, it's for chicken and chops, but you can put it on everything. Basically, it's an all-purpose seasoning. If y'all want to check for this seasoning, it's up on my channel. Go to my channel for my chicken and chop seasoning. And I got some steak seasoning right here, okay? I got 1 pack of bouillon. This is chicken flavor. You could use beef. And I got some flour to thicken up our gravy. Y'all, without further ado, let's get started on these Salisbury steaks, y'all, on Season with Love. Alright, y'all, I have about 1 pound of beef here. So I'm not going to use that much seasoning. Half a teaspoon of steak seasoning. And a half a teaspoon of my chicken and chop seasoning, okay? You know that don't have very much salt in it. Then we're going to get this mixed up. Now, don't over mix because it's just like a meatloaf. Your meat will be tough. Now, by all means, go ahead and add breadcrumbs or whatever you want to your meat. An egg. I'm not going to do any of that. But you're welcome to do what you normally do when you're making meatloaf or meatballs, okay? I'm just going to go with these seasonings right here because I have everything going into my gravy. My mushrooms, my onions, everything is going into my gravy. And, you know, I'm serving this with a variety of different things. So I'm just sticking with this right here. I'm just going to patty out a couple of burgers and get these hamburger steaks in the pan, okay? Y'all stay tuned on Season with Love. I'm going to meet y'all at the stove. Guys, we at the stove. I have a pan here. And I've pattied out our burgers. Well, our Salisbury steaks. I'm putting these in a cold pan, okay? And of course, I did Salisbury steak shape, not burgers shape. The signature oval Salisbury steak shape. Okay? You put it in your hand, and you shape that in the oval shape. Okay? Now, I'm starting this out in a cold pan because I don't want my pan to be too burnt when I go to start my gravy. I want it to be a brown and leave me that residue and that fond and everything. But you guys stay tuned and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we back at the pan. We ready to flip our Salisbury steak. Okay? When you start trying to flip them, if it's stuck, leave it cook a little while longer. Okay? They'll release itself from the pan. The Salisbury steaks are done. I'm going to get them out of this pan and get them in this bowl. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of my broth, beef or chicken, whatever you got. Alright, y'all, stay tuned on Season with Love. Fighting to get stuff out the pan. Alright, y'all, I added 2 cups of water to my pan after I removed half of the oil that was in there. I didn't want all that grease in my gravy. So I removed half of that. Now I added 2 cups of water. Now I'm going to add my bouillon. Okay? That 1 pack of bouillon. You can use beef. You can use better than bouillon. Whatever you got. Beef broth. 2 cups is what I'm using for the 4 Salisbury steaks that I'm making. Okay? Now I'm going to bring this up to a nice little simmer. I'm going to go ahead and add, y'all already know, signature for my gravy on Season with Love, that black pepper. You need that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my onions and mushrooms in here. Usually I fry them off first. I don't know where my mind's at today, guys, but that's all right. It's never too late. Get them in there. They just gonna simmer down. Instead of frying them off, we're just gonna saute them down in there. Okay. Get your onions and your mushrooms in there. Now we're going to cover this and bring this up and let those cook, and I'll be back with y'all, okay? Stay tuned on Season with Love. We're making Salisbury steak. You see, everybody makes mistake in the kitchen. Ain't no mistake not worth correcting, okay? See, I forgot to saute off the onions. When I first took the oil out, I was supposed to saute off the onions in what oil I had left. Okay, and then add the mushrooms and then add my stock for everything to come up. But because I didn't do that, I went ahead and added my mushrooms and onions after the broth. And now I'm letting it simmer and get tender this way. Okay, it's never too late. Don't be like, oh, I forgot it, I'm not going to add it. Go ahead and add it. Everybody makes a mistake. It's worth correcting, trust me. Okay, it's worth correcting. Stay tuned on Season with Love. Alright, y'all, we back. I think our vegetables are tender enough. It's time to add our slurry. So here I have a flour slurry I'm going to be adding to my pot. Go ahead, babe. I need you to pour it in. Hold on. Go ahead, start pouring. Alright, that's good. So I add in as much as I like to my gravy get to the consistency that I like. Ooh, I'm making a mess. But that looks good right there. Got my pot cut off at the top and bottom again. No. That looks good. Let me check this gravy consistency. I might want to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, I'm trying to apply it down some. Okay. Now I'm gonna let this simmer. If you make it too thick, gonna add you some water, thinning it back out. Okay. Now I like my gravy a little thick when it's sitting up on top of my rice. I don't like no watery gravy, so this is fine with me. And I ain't have to add no browning to this or nothing. All this color came from the meat. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and get our hamburger steaks back in here and smother it down, y'all. Get it in there, get it in some of that gravy. Y'all know we're gonna serve this over white rice. Okay. Y'all like what I'm doing in this video so far? Give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe to Season with Love, y'all. Okay. Oh, this looks delicious. We're gonna let this simmer for a few minutes. Let that gravy penetrate that meat. Y'all stay tuned, see what I'm serving this with. Well, y'all know I'm serving it with rice. Y'all stay tuned. See how I'm serving it. And y'all know I'm going to hit y'all with a couple of pics at the end of the video. Yeah, man. Alright guys, this is our final plating of our Salisbury steak. Okay, good old fashioned American Salisbury steak. I plated it up, of course, on a bed of white rice with some green beans covered in that delicious mushroom onion gravy. OMG. This is amazing, you guys. Give this recipe a try. You won't be disappointed. Y'all like what I'm doing in these videos? Give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. God bless.